From WDTN, the station that's working for you, this is 2 News at 10 on Dayton CW with breaking news.
A dark night in the City of Light. Multiple terror attacks across Paris leave more than 100 dead. You're looking live tonight at a scene in downtown. You see a lot of emergency personnel working in those streets. At the concert hall where hostages were taken earlier tonight, one official is describing now that scene inside as pure carnage. And this is still a developing situation tonight, but here's what we know so far about those attacks. Terrorists, some with AK-47s and some reportedly with bombs strapped to them, attacked sites throughout the capital and at a stadium where a friendly soccer match between France and Germany was being played. And just minutes ago, officials announced at least 153 people are confirmed dead. Among those, 112 people were at the Bataclan concert venue where police ended a hostage situation, killing several alleged terrorists. And we are working for you with team coverage tonight. 2 News reporter Jordan Bowen getting local reaction. But first, Mary Maloney brings us the latest tonight from Paris.
When I went on the streets, I've seen 20 to 25 bodies lying on the floor.
Police say gunmen armed with AK-47 style weapons stormed at least 2 restaurants and opened fire, killing multiple people.
We know that there's a lot of casualties.
Around the same time, police say explosions rocked a stadium during an international soccer match. At least 2 blasts were heard. France's president watching the match had to be whisked to safety while people inside the stadium scattered. French media also says several gunmen took dozens of people hostage in a concert hall. Now, with the country in crisis, investigators are working to find the motivation for murder.
It looks like terror attacks, and it could be the worst ever in Paris.
As terror groups take to social media to celebrate the attacks.
We're going to do whatever it takes to work with the French people and with nations around the world to bring these terrorists to justice and to go after any terrorist networks that go after our people.
Mary Maloney, 2 News works for you.
And we're also hearing from an American freelance journalist in Paris who was staying in an apartment near one of the restaurants under attack tonight.
I'm staying in an apartment right nearby. I walk outside, and it's a bustling nightclub area. There's bars and restaurants and people around. I see a gathering of people immediately in front of me, and my first thought is it's a bit of minor police activity, no big deal. I started to know something was amiss when I saw police officers holding guns hunched behind vans like a scene out of a movie. It was just as this had occurred, and there were a couple of police cars and a couple of firefighters, and then there were dozens, and the police were hiding behind vans, and word spread that there was a shooter on the loose in the neighborhood, and that's when I split. That's when I got out of there. I saw a gentleman, maybe about 30 years old, with a towel wrapped around his hand, bleeding out of his hand. You can hear a police car go by right now. They're going from behind the barricaded area. They're going really fast, actually, down the street. That car is going very, very fast. It's a neighborhood that has people out and about, getting drunk, partying, doing things. And when you see police activity, your first thought is somebody got into a fight at a bar, not there was a shooting.
And the eyes of the world have certainly been on Paris tonight during those attacks, including here at home. A lot of people having sympathy for those involved. 2 News reporter Jordan Bowen continuing our team coverage, getting local reaction to those attacks.
Students gathered around TVs inside the UD Student Union tonight, and they watched as the devastating scene in Paris unfolded, leaving many shocked and some worrying about their own safety here at home. Students watched as the death toll climbed into the triple digits. Catherine Tarley says the scariest part is knowing it can happen anywhere.
It honestly scares me a lot because you never know where stuff like that could happen. Like, we're just sitting at our college campus and it's happening halfway across the world, but you never really think that it's going to happen around you, so you have to be careful and know that it could happen at any given time. As authorities work to identify the victims, student Elise Johnson is thinking of their loved ones.
I couldn't imagine knowing people there or having family or having someone visit there. It would be really nerve-wracking to know that people that you love and care about are there having to deal with that.
Many people are working to get a hold of family in Paris who haven't been heard from since the attacks. Tarley says that's why she's been following the coverage closely.
I have family in other countries, so it's scary looking at the news and knowing that could happen anywhere, especially like where the people you love live.
You just wouldn't think things like this actually happen. It's something you read about in books or see in movies, so it's really surprising and it's sad that people have to go through this, and I couldn't imagine it happening.
When it comes to safety here at home, Johnson says she's especially worried being on a college campus, a location that in the past has been a prime target for gun violence.
It happens at schools, there's school shootings, stuff in movie theaters, it can happen anywhere.
And the U.S. State Department has set up a phone number for people trying to reach family in Paris. That number is 888-407-4747. Also, Facebook has a safety check feature where people can let their friends know that they're okay. Jordan Bowen, 2 News, working for you.
And meanwhile, Ohio Governor John Kasich tweeted a message out tonight saying, "Our prayers go out for the people of Paris." And Congressman Mike Turner also releasing a statement tonight, also saying, "Our thoughts and prayers are with the victims and their families tonight. Tonight's attacks in Paris are appalling, and we will continue to monitor the situation as we learn more information. We stand by our allies." And once again, we have a team actively monitoring this situation, gathering the latest facts from our network affiliates over in Paris. We'll bring you updates on this developing situation throughout the newscast and online. Stay up to date at our website, WDTN.com.